Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Hassaan Tohid once again with an interesting topic, very good topic, and the topic is self-esteem. How you improve your self-esteem. So let me invite all of you who are not here right now, so that everyone can be here and you guys can learn something. You guys can enjoy something. Okay, and I'm sending the link. So we are all set. And we will just begin. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. And you guys can ask some questions. Okay, so you just feel free to ask any questions. I will answer all the questions that you have, and that's why I'm here. So don't worry about it. Don't consider that okay, this is a YouTube session, so I cannot ask questions. This is why I'm live, because I want you to ask questions. Today we'll talk about the self-esteem. Guys, one of the biggest hurdle in your success, in anyone's success, is the self-esteem. Not having good self-esteem. This is what we will talk about, and we will talk about self-esteem in detail. Thank you, Ata. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And I am making sure everyone who wanted to be in this session is here, so that we can have a wonderful session. So first of all, we will talk about what is self-esteem. Okay, this is what we will talk about, and how do we improve our self-esteem, and why it is important, why self-esteem is important, and what damages the self-esteem, and why should we worry about self-esteem anyways. This is what uh, many people ask, and they ask these questions to themselves, and there is no one who can answer this. And I can help you, I can guide you, because I have studied this subject over the years, and I have been studying self-help, psychology, success psychology, psychiatry for past 10 years. I have really studied it in depth, in real depth. So are we all set? I think everyone is ready and we can begin. So guys, now the thing is, what is self-esteem? What is self-esteem and why it is important? That's what we will talk about. So self-esteem, and anyone who is here, please feel free to type, and you can ask questions in between as well. I will answer your questions. I will answer your questions, just letting you know, okay? So feel free to ask any questions, and let the questions be foolish. I want you to ask foolish questions, so don't worry about it. People, the biggest reason people don't ask questions is they feel, oh, I will sound foolish. It's okay, sound foolish. If you are afraid of of being foolish, then you will struggle to be successful. Okay, so let's begin. Let's begin. So guys, thank you for joining. Now, what is self-esteem and why it is important? So self-esteem, there are so many definitions. I'll tell you all the definitions. Make sure you take notes as well, and make sure you are following what I'm saying. So self-esteem is, how do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about yourself, your own self? Do you feel good about yourself? That's self-esteem. This is different than self-confidence. Confidence is, do you believe in yourself? That yes, you can do certain things and you cannot do certain things. But self-esteem is, how do you feel about yourself? Another definition of self-esteem is your reputation within yourself, your reputation with yourself, your reputation with yourself. Somebody really rightly said, this is not my definition, this is somebody else's definition. Your reputation with yourself. Okay, so what is your reputation with yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you respect yourself? This is what it is all about. Now, the thing is, guys, the tragedy is everyone in their lives have done something right and have done something wrong. We all have done mistakes. We all have made mistakes. We all have done wrong things. We all have done good things. We all have done all sorts of things, right? So when we have done wrong things, we tend not to forget, and we tend not to forgive ourselves. So when we don't forgive ourselves, this bothers us, and this reduces our confidence and self-esteem together. It reduces our own reputation within ourselves. We tend to think bad about ourselves. Unfortunately, we tend to think bad about our own selves, unfortunately. So how do we improve self-esteem? Remember, the first thing first to get anything in life is to study what you want. Like if you want to be a doctor, you want to study medicine, right? If you want to be an engineer, you want to study engineering. Now similarly, if you want to be happy, you got to study happiness. Yes, there are books on happiness. Do you know that? People struggle with happiness. They say, I don't have happiness in my life. I'm not happy. I'm always unhappy. The reason is you haven't studied happiness. You don't know how happy people are, how to get happiness in your life. So take it as a subject. Consider it as a subject. Read happiness. Once you read happiness, you will be happy. Similarly, if you want money in your life, you study money. If you want money in your life, then study money. Simple logic. There is no rocket science. There is no rocket science. If you want money, you study money. There are books on money. If you want career, read books on career. If you want health, read books on health, how to be fit, how to remain fit, how to lose weight, how to gain muscles, how to remain in shape. You gotta study it. We unfortunately don't study it. We think we are all knowing geniuses. Do you think I'm all knowing genius? No, I keep studying every day. And the tragedy of reading and learning is the more you learn, the more you realize how ignorant you are. That's a good tragedy. I'm saying hypothetically as a fun way, in a fun way. It's not a tragedy, it's a blessing. That the more we learn, the more we realize that we don't know. By reading, you understand that we don't know. And the person who doesn't read, who doesn't learn, unfortunately doesn't know that he doesn't know. Ignorant person does not know that he does not know. One of my ex friends never wanted to read books. Never wanted to read books. And I kept telling him to read books, read books, read books. I kept reading books. He never read books. And of course, eventually we turn apart. It's natural. So we were not friends anymore as close as we used to be when we were young. So we drift apart. We drifted apart. Now, the thing is that he suffered in his life, still suffering in relationships, in finances, in career, and he blames everyone that the reason he's not successful because people become successful because of corruption, because of contacts, because they know the right people. I don't know the right people. I don't have any relative out there. That's why I'm not successful. That's why I'm not making money. That's why I'm not having a good career. And he is missing a lot of things in his life. He doesn't know that he doesn't know. He doesn't know that he doesn't know. So the tragedy of not knowing is that you don't know that you don't know. And if you become a reader and a lifelong learner, you realize how much you don't know. You still keep knowing, but you still know that you don't know. And the person who doesn't know, he thinks he's a know-it-all. a know-it-all person. You know the know-it-all person. What is a know-it-all? It means that this person thinks that he knows everything. He doesn't need to be improved. But a person who is a learner, he knows he needs to improve. He keeps learning, keeps learning, keeps learning, keeps improving. And he learns and he improves and he improves. And the more he learns, he realizes how much he has to learn. And in comparison to those who have never learned anything, this person goes up and up and up and up. But in that person's views, he has a lot of stairs to climb. So you cannot improve the area of your life that you don't study. What is the area of your life you are struggling with? Is it confidence? Is it self-esteem? Is it money? Is it job? Is it career? Is it your relationships? What is the area of your life you are struggling with? Just study it. So to improve your self-esteem, the first thing first is to recognize what self-esteem is and recognize that there is a problem with your self-esteem. Now, your self-esteem, how you know your self-esteem is bad? One of my coworkers, he used to tell me that he hated himself. He hated his own self so much that he could not even look at himself in the mirror. Can you imagine this? Look at the self-esteem level. Somebody has shattered the self-esteem of that person that bad. His self-esteem was that bad. So how do you get out of this kind of struggle? He didn't like himself. He didn't. He hated himself. He hated everything he had done in his past, and he hated everything that he did in his present. So, if you are struggling from the same situation, now let me tell you: do you think my self-esteem was exactly the way it is today? No. I started my life like everyone. I had a bad self-esteem. I had low self-confidence. I thought I don't deserve anything. I thought I am not worthy of anything. I thought only genius people and successful, hardworking people achieve everything in their lives, and I'm not that hardworking, and I'm not that genius, and I'm not that lucky as well. That's what I used to think. That's what I used to think. And eventually, one day, I realized that my self esteem was bad. So, what are the signs of a bad self esteem? You look for approval. You look for approval from other people. That, am I looking good? Am I looking nice? Oh, am I a nice person? Am I a good person? What do you think? These are people with low self esteem because they don't understand their own value. They don't feel good about themselves. Person with low self esteem cannot remain happy because inside he doesn't like himself. The first thing first is you gotta like yourself. If you don't like your own self, you cannot like anybody in this world. And these are nasty people. They're not happy. They are continuously um, saying bad things, continuously angry, jealous. They get jealous as well. Now, another sign of low self esteem is that when you sit with other people and somebody teaches or tells you something that you don't know, and even if you disagree with that, and now you clearly know that this person is telling the truth, but you don't accept it. You don't accept it because you feel your self esteem will be hurt. You feel that you don't deserve anything, you don't have any value, you don't like your own self. Now another person is telling you that you are wrong. Now it further reduces your self-esteem. Are you relating with what I'm saying? Are you relating with what I'm saying? Have you seen these kind of people? Have this ever happened to you? Have this ever happened to you that somebody during a conversation, in a party, in a dinner, said something, said some logical point, but you knew that he was right, but you don't want to agree in front of people because you feel insulted? This is a sign of low self-esteem. Another sign of low self esteem is people with low self esteem speak fast. Wow. Yes, that's true. People with low self esteem speak really fast. Why? We don't know the reason. But what I believe is that the reason they speak fast, they don't have confidence in themselves, right? Because if you don't have self esteem, you don't have confidence. Both go hand in hand. So they are afraid that somebody will catch their mistake. So they want to speak really fast. They want to speak really fast. Nobody can catch the mistake. They don't catch the mistake. They want to speak really fast. It's very difficult to understand their language. So if you want to improve your self-esteem, start to speak slowly. Yes, guys, start to speak slowly. Can you start to speak slowly? Can you speak slowly? Please learn to speak slowly. Look at the way I talk. Have you seen me talking? I was not like that. I developed this, I learned it. I worked on my self esteem, and gradually the way of my talking improved, and I started to speak slowly, in a way that everyone could understand me, in a way that everyone could understand me. And I'm very uncomfortable on this chair. So forgive me for that. Very uncomfortable. Let me sit in a peaceful mode. Okay. So I think now it's a better position. Yeah. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. That practice to talk slowly so that your self-esteem goes up. Because people who are successful, who have achieved a lot of things in their lives, you see how they talk quietly, not quietly, slowly. I'm sorry. They talk slowly, they talk with peace, they take deep breath, they're not in a hurry to say anything, and more people listen to them, more people follow them, more people are impressed when they talk. So don't try to talk fast. This will improve your self-esteem. Now, when somebody says and proves it to you that your point of view was wrong, accept it. Say, I think I was wrong. You're right. This is a sign of a great person, to accept your mistakes. If you accept your mistakes, you will be a bigger person. If you stick to your point and never change your point of view. I have seen people who have never changed their point of view for past 10 years. I know these people. I know somebody very closely who hasn't changed in last 20 years. Exactly the same way, exactly, he talks the same way, speaks, dresses the same way, he has still the same point of view, he still has the same fast speaking mode, and he still doesn't accept his mistake. So accept your mistakes. Learn to accept your mistakes. People who are successful, people who have high self-esteem, they accept their mistake because there is no ego. So finish your ego, guys. Finish your ego. The problem is the ego. The problem is the ego. The problem is the ego. Our ego comes in between and it doesn't let us. Our ego comes in between and it doesn't let us accept our mistakes. Ego. And ego is nothing. It's a false perception of yourself you have created about your own self, and you just feel insulted a lot. If you see all people who have taken revenge in their lives, they have done it because of ego. People who don't forgive others, they do it because of their ego. Kill your ego, forgive everyone, anyone who has hurt you, anyone who has harmed you. Forgive everyone, forgive everyone, forgive everyone. Now many of you would say it's very difficult to do. How can I forgive someone who has hurt me so much, so many times? How can I forgive? Forgiving means that you will not take revenge. That's it. Forgiving means you will not take revenge, but you will not forget what other person has done because you don't want to be the victim again of his conspiracies. If you have sociopath people in your family, if you have, so somebody said men need to finish their ego. Everyone needs to finish their ego. Do you think women don't have egos? Do you think children don't have egos? Do you think somebody who doesn't recognizes himself with the gender doesn't have egos? Everyone has egos, and ego is a big problem in this world. Everyone needs to finish ego. Imagine if there is no ego, everyone will be so forgiving, so lovely, no revenge, no hard feelings for everyone. And look at the quality of relationships people will have, because many people lose friendships just because of ego. Many people lose their spouse because of their ego. They say, why should I talk first? What kind of false ego is this? What kind of false reputation you are creating? Why can't you talk and finish the fight? Why can't you talk and finish the argument? Forgive and forget. The person who initiates and talks is a bigger person, a person with good self-esteem, because you don't feel insulted. If somebody is upset because you have done something wrong, call that person and say, hey, I apologize, I did that thing to you, I really apologize, would you please forgive me? Now if that person forgives you, that's wonderful. If he doesn't, that's not your fault. You have done your responsibility. But you will start to feel better about yourself, that you did something, you apologized for a mistake that you did. You will notice that you will start to feel good about yourself. Let's say, at least I asked for forgiveness. I did something wrong and I accept it. I accept my mistake because I'm improving every day. So remember, you are improving every day. You are not the same person as you were yesterday. So now remember, it is very important to finish your ego. And how do you finish ego? Forgive, 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 forgive everyone, and forgive yourself. Many people, they have difficulty forgiving people because they haven't forgiven themselves for their sins. Guys, we all have done wrong things, we all have committed sins. Anyone in this world, anyone in this world, tell me anyone who hasn't committed a wrong thing. We all have done wrong things, but we forgive ourselves and move on. And once we forgive ourselves, we can forgive others. So you gotta forgive others, you gotta forgive yourself and move on. Once you forgive yourself, you will feel so peaceful inside you cannot even imagine. Say out to yourself today that I forgive myself for all the sins I did before, and I'm starting my life again. My new life begins today. My life begins today. That's the day. Today I have decided I forgive myself for all the mistakes, all the lies, all the deceptions that I have done before. Any I cheated anyone, I deceived anyone, I lied, or whatever I did, I forgive myself today. You forgive yourself today and move on. You forgive yourself today and move on. You are a new person now. After today's session, you become a new person. You are no more the same person who was there before watching this video. Clean yourself, wash all the bad reputation you had about yourself. Now you are a new person, you are a better person, you will do all the right things. You will always try to do your best to be the right person, to do the right thing all the time. So now, what else reduces the self-esteem? By saying bad things about your own self. Oh, I'm always pathetic, I'm always bad, I'm always a failure. No, always say good things about yourself. And I'm giving you a formula, a wonderful formula by Brian Tracy. The formula is, you say every day aloud, I like myself. I like myself. Everyone say it right now. I like myself. 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 How many times can you say this? If you can say this 50 times a day, by feeling it every day when you wake up in the morning and you say, I like myself. I really like myself. I really love myself. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Initially, it will be difficult. It is difficult for everyone. It was difficult for me as well because I didn't like myself initially that much. I'm telling you the truth, and that's why my self esteem was low. But I started to say that aloud, aloud, aloud. I like myself. And the first time it was difficult, second time it was difficult, but the third time it became easy. I like myself. So if you really have low self-esteem, you will not be able to say that clearly, I like myself. So say this as many times as you can. I like myself. And then say, I respect myself. Do you respect yourself? Respect yourself. You are one of the greatest creatures created by God. If you believe in God, if you believe in nature, you are the greatest creature created by nature. I like myself. Yes, say this aloud. Because, guys, why self esteem is important? Your level of success in your life is directly proportional to the level of self esteem. If you have low self esteem, your achievements will be low in your life. If you have high self esteem, your achievements will be higher. Your success is directly proportional to your self esteem. Many people complained that I did not match for residency. Oh, I did not achieve my goal. I did not do this. I could not achieve this. It's because of your self esteem. Improve your self esteem. Your self esteem is reducing your confidence as well and is stopping you from achieving your goals. Now, many people cannot publish their papers. They worked on research article, could not publish it. They could not complete it. The reason was the self esteem. You don't like yourself. How can you produce a wonderful thing that will be liked by everyone else? Remember, if I have money, I'm giving you a very logical example. Think about it. If I have money, I can give money, right? If you have money, you can give money. But if I don't have money, can I give money? No. So if I don't like myself, do you think other will like me? No. And if I don't like myself, whatever I produce, do you think people will like it? No, because I didn't like myself. If you don't respect yourself, do you think people will respect you? No. You need to learn to respect yourself. You need to learn to like yourself and stop believing what other people are saying. Stay away from them. Stay away from people who are saying bad things about you. There will always be 50% people in your life who will say bad things about you, and there will always be people who will say good things about you. 50%. It's always for everyone. I have people who hate me. Can you imagine? I have people who hate me. Yes, 50% people hate me, 50% people like me and admire me. You got to focus on these 50%. Throw away these 50%. Even the greatest politician in the world, the most honest politician, he just wins like 52, 53% of votes. 47% people still hate him. So focus on those 50% who like you, spend time with those 50% who like you. And unfortunately, if these people who don't like you are your family members and relatives, you need a new family. You gotta move out. This is strong but truth. You gotta move out. Move out. You need new people, otherwise you will never ever be able to produce anything in your life, because your self-esteem will never improve if you spend time with people who are saying bad things about you, people who hate you. They put you down. They are reducing your confidence and reducing your self-esteem. If they are your friends, they are not your friends. Get rid of them. You just focus on those people who like you and respect you and admire you. I admire you. Each one of you is outstanding. Guys, each one of us, you know, each one of us is a $3 billion person. You know why? Because the energy that is produced because of our the hydrogen atom that we have in our body, just hydrogen atom, if we calculate the power, the energy that is released from hydrogen atom, according to an estimate, it is equal to $3 billion. Just hydrogen atom. So imagine at least each one of you is $3 billion person. Why do you let other people disrespect you? How can you, such a VIP person, each one of you, each one of you is a VIP person. How dare anyone can disrespect you? Nobody has right to disrespect you. Nobody has right to abuse you mentally. Nobody has right to abuse you verbally. Nobody has right to abuse you physically. Nobody has right to abuse you in any way at all. Nobody has right to hurt you. You throw these people away out of your life. Don't try to change them. The biggest mistake is you say, this was my mistake. I'm telling you my mistake. I used to think these people who are disrespecting me, who are rejecting me, who are insulting me, I can change them. No, you change yourself and focus on those who like you and respect you and spend time with them. These are your family. Otherwise, you will never ever be able to achieve success in your life. If you keep spending time with negative people, it could be any relative, because you never know if your close relatives are sociopaths, narcissistic. I am a counselor. I know, I have seen it. I have done therapies. I know, I have healed people and I've healed myself. I know it can be anybody in your family, in your friend circle, in your cousins, in your relatives. You gotta get rid of them. You gotta spend time with only those people who make you feel good about yourself. Who make you feel good about yourself. I did a right thing in my life, that I spent time deliberately with those people who made me think good about myself. It increased my confidence, self esteem gradually. It took years, 5 years, 6 years, it can take 7 years, but eventually you will get over it. And the moment you spend time with those people who don't respect you, all the self esteem you gain because of positive people will be brought down. So don't go back to those people. If this is somebody in your family that you cannot leave, just keep a communication from a distance. Hello, hi. That's it. Hi, yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for contacting. Thanks a lot. If this is somebody that you cannot leave, some blood relation. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Thank you. You go back to people who respect you again. Don't go back to those people again. You cannot change people. People don't change. People don't change. My mistake was, after 6, 7 years of my spending time with positive people, I thought the negative people now they would have changed too, because I have changed a lot. I have grown a lot. And I made a mistake, communicated with them, and I realized, oh my goodness, they are still the same. Actually, they're getting worse. So don't make the mistake I did. Don't make those mistakes. Guys, I'm pretty emotional right now, because I'm relating everything. I have felt the pain. I have seen things in my life. I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did. I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did. So let me read the questions and I'll answer those questions, because there is a lot of things to cover. This is a very serious topic and a very important topic. Remember, your career success is related to your self-esteem, and your self-esteem is stopping you from achieving your goal. If you did not match this year, if you are struggling to become successful, if you're not finding the job of your dreams, it's all because of your self-esteem. Until you start to like yourself, you start to respect yourself, you work hard on your self-esteem, improve your self-esteem, you will not be able to achieve your goals, achieve anything in life. So now somebody said, who is me? MEEH. Sorry, not M. MEEH. I agree. I have been failing in an exam for many times due to my low self esteem, because before my exam I used to think negative about it. Now I'm developing positivity, hope to achieve them soon. Yes, so you have to spend time with positive people and say positive things. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. This will increase your confidence and also your self esteem. I like myself. I can do it. I respect myself. If anyone can do it, I can do it. Guys, people with mental disorders have become successful. They had problems in life. Do you think I was 100% um, perfect? No, I still have ADHD. I struggled. I struggled in my education, in my career earlier because of my ADHD. I still have it. It gives me tough time. And that's why negative people in my life, they used to make fun of me. And I started spending time with positive people, accomplished people, happy people. I became happy and successful. And despite that ADHD, look at me now. So the biggest thing is the environment. You got to change your environment. Yes, Violetta, I like myself. Say it again and again. I like myself. Okay, how to overcome stage phobia? First of all, spend time with positive people and let them say, "Can I speak some? Can I say something?" Talk to them, speak, give your ideas, suggestions. You will gain some confidence of speaking. These people who are your social support, the positive people, they will help you in gaining confidence and self esteem. Now, once that is done, now start to talk to people, crowd, one people, two, one person, two people, three, four, five, six. Start to increase people. I was a very fearful person because naturally I had low self-esteem, so I could not speak in front of two people. I was so fearful. Then gradually what happened, I started to teach. I recognized my passion that I teach. So I started to teach one person. I had one student, I was teaching him. Then I had two students, I was teaching them. I had three students, and then I was delivering lectures during my medical school. Even my medical school, I was delivering lectures and teaching something. These wise things that I started to learn. So I was sharing those ideas with people, and I noticed one day that 10 people were sitting and listening to me, and I was like, "Wow." I am the person who could not even speak in front of one person. Now 10 people are listening, and I want other people to listen. Bring your message, a message that is so powerful that you want maximum people to hear that message. Your fear will go away. You want to benefit more people. One person, you change one person's life, you see another person, you want more people to come in, so more lives are impacted. Okay? So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Spend time with positive people, deliver lectures, teach them, and volunteer. Become a teacher in a public school, that the schools that can hire you, not hire you, that can have you as a volunteer. Go and teach the students without pay. That this will give you the confidence to talk to the people, the crowd. If you can teach a classroom, you will see your confidence level will go up. And in every city they have Toastmasters. Join Toastmasters. They will help you increase your confidence and self-esteem as well. How else you can improve your self-esteem? Dress well. Groom and dress well. If you look good, you feel good about yourself. If you look good, you feel good about yourself. If you look bad, you feel bad about yourself. Dress well. Dress well. Don't have to overdress. I always say this. Look at me. I'm not overdressed, but I dress well. And when I look myself in the mirror, in the camera, I like myself a lot. And it is impossible to be unhappy when you like yourself. Okay, so let me read more questions. Also, it hurts self-esteem. I have been told by preceptors and co-workers that I am a good physician but not matching. Makes me think that either I not true, or even it's not true, or even worse, that some PDs don't care. Maybe life has a better plan for you. Maybe life has a better plan for you. If you believe in yourself and the whole world doesn't believe in you, let's say. If you believe in yourself, you have high self-esteem, you don't care what anyone thinks, you don't care what PDs think, you don't care what anyone else thinks. You say, one day the world will see who I am. Become a professor in your field. Become so powerful, so inspirational, so accomplished that residency programs call you one day automatically. Like for example, become so accomplished that you get a professorship by Harvard University one day, honorary professorship. Then residency becomes such a tiny goal. And other reason of not matching is other reason of not matching is the self-esteem. So possibly you did not perform well in the interview and they saw your self-esteem and they said, no, you don't want that person because he may reduce the self-esteem of other people. Subconsciously they think that. Or he's not confident enough, he may bring his lack of confidence in our hospital. We don't want him. How did they assess? How did they realize you had low self-esteem? Your body language. Nowadays they are looking at a camera. So now if you're fearful, they will understand it. If you have open chested, they will see this is a confident person. If you talk slowly, they will see it as a confident person. Unfortunately, in India and Pakistani culture, I know very well, and you guys will agree with me, people think qualification is English language. Many people think qualification is English language. So they think that the fluency of English is actually the qualification. And fluency means to them if you speak really fast. So they try to speak fast. So even if you have good self-esteem, but if you are speaking fast, other person perceives you as a person with low self-esteem or a person who has bad communication skills. There have been issues in your communication. You must have done something wrong. During the interview, did you cut off the program director when he was saying something? That's a big problem. That's a huge issue. People think I have not done anything wrong. They don't realize they must have cut somebody off. They must have spoken really fast. They have shown with their body language what their self-esteem is. So until you grow and you improve your self-esteem, you will not get the results. Nature will not get you those results. But if you have grown to that level and you are still not matching, then nature has a different plan for you. And your self-esteem will be that high that you don't care. If nobody accepts I'm great, I don't care. Because I know I am wonderful. I know I'm great. I know who I am. I don't need any approval from other people. If you are approval hungry, people who don't match and they care a lot about it, they mostly have problem that they want approval. Now they don't have been approved by the program directors and they have not been approved by their family members, so they think they don't deserve anything and they have something wrong. No, if you are talented and the program directors have made a mistake in judgment, it's a mistake. You say, okay, who cares? I'll stand on my feet, I'll do it again. Next time I'll see how they reject me. Be so good at what you do that they cannot ignore you. Be so good at what you do that they cannot ignore you. Be so good, I'm repeating it once again. Be so good at what you do that they cannot ignore you. Can you be that good? Learn communication. Talk in a happy mode, in a friendly tone, in confident and friendly tone, slowly, not not being fearful. Okay, so now another question. Sir, how to stop crying? I'm 28, still cry on smallest things and oversensitive, and even if I try to control it sometimes publicly, anywhere I start to cry. You're pretty sensitive. Life is tough. Don't hope that things will be different and things will be easier. Work hard on becoming stronger. You got to work hard on becoming stronger. Circumstances will make you stronger. Read more, grow more, gain more confidence, gain more self esteem, and you will not be that sensitive anymore. Life is tough. Life is tough. It's not a bed of roses. This is true. This is true. It's not a bed of roses. We used to learn this when we were kids. Okay, how to overcome stage phobia and hope to achieve soon. How to remain positive or not matching second time despite all efforts. I told you how to remain positive. Not matching second time, it's okay. You stand up third time. Save money for the third time, and you have 6 months, you become better. In 6 months, if you can get like 20 publications, how can they ignore you? And you work on your confidence. Talk to yourself every day in the mirror. Practice. Work hard on yourself. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That's a phenomena I learned by Jim Rohn. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Because working hard on your job makes you a living, but working harder on yourself will make you a fortune. You're not practicing talking every day. You need to practice talking every single day. Practice to talk every single day in front of a mirror. Practice listening every day. Unfortunately, many of us are not good listeners. And this is one of the reasons of rejection in the interviews. So work hard on your communication skills. Work hard on your communication skills. Work hard on your speaking. Work hard on your listening. Work hard on your listening. Work hard on your speaking. Work hard on your, again, work hard on your speaking. Work hard on your listening. Work hard on your reading. And work hard on your writing. All four components of communication. If you don't do that, nobody will hire you, nobody will accept you. At least 1 hour a day. Speak. Try to learn more vocabulary, add more language. And how do you add more vocabulary and language? By reading. If you read 1 hour a day, you will be a totally different person in 6 months. You will be way more confident than what you are today. And in a year, 2 years, 3 years, you will be a whole new version of yourself. And remember, every shower you take, this is very important. You may probably say, what is he talking about? How come he came on shower? Yes, listen to me, this is very important. Every shower we all take every day sheds our skin cells. Every few hours the GI lining washes out. Every 120 days our RBCs are replaced. Our WBCs are replaced in how many hours? Few hours. Our nails are replaced every few weeks. Whole nails. My nail that I have here, it was not here 6 months ago. I kept cutting the previous one and the new ones grow. Same with hair. Same with my hair. I'm not touching my hair that used to be on my head a year ago. It's a whole new set of hair. It's a whole new set of nail. It's a whole new set of skin. It's a whole new GI lining. I am not the same person I used to be last year physically. So how come you are the same person emotionally and mentally? You are just keeping it alive over here. You are not the same person. We all have grown. Every year we become a new version of ourselves. So if you made a mistake 5 years ago, and that any sin, any mistake that hurts you, that harms you, that you feel that guilty about, you are not that person anymore. You're physically a different person. The only place where you have kept it alive is here. Remove it from here as well. You are not that person anymore. We are what we do repeatedly. We are what we do repeatedly. We are what we do repeatedly. I'm repeating again and again. Forgive yourself. Somewhere down the line, you haven't forgiven yourself. Somewhere down the line, you haven't forgotten the things you were supposed to forget and move on. Somewhere down the line, you have not forgiven others. You're keeping resents. You are holding resents. Don't hold resentments. So, one question was, sir, what's the easiest way to forgive and forget everything hurtful that somebody has done to us? Yes. If I give you my money, if you have my money, now who has power? Now I'm asking for my money. Can you give me my money back? Who is more powerful? Who is in the powerful situation now? The one who has the money, right? The one who is asking is always the weak person. So how do you now, what I'm saying here, this is very important regarding forgiveness. If you are hoping that other people who have hurt you will seek forgiveness and say sorry, forget about it. This will never happen. Bad people never say sorry. Bad people never apologize. Sociopaths, narcissists, every family has those kind of characters. Every family has one or two of those characters, narcissists and sociopaths. I'll do a session on narcissists and sociopaths one day, so you know the difference. What is the difference? Difference is the ego and the plan. Sociopaths plan, narcissists, they do everything because of the ego. So they both cannot seek forgiveness because they cannot feel anyone's pain. They don't have emotions. They don't have emotions. They fake emotions. You think, oh, he cries or she cries. Don't fall for that. They don't have emotions. They will never ask for forgiveness. So if you are hoping that they will seek forgiveness, then that means you are weak. You are expecting something from them. Don't expect. Don't expect. Don't expect that they will ask for forgiveness. Otherwise, you are weak. You're giving your power away. Take your power back by not expecting forgiveness. You say, I don't want forgiveness. I'm happy in my life. I know they're going to not ever realize or seek forgiveness. I want new people in my life. Get lost. These nasty people, get lost. Throw them out. Say, get lost. Write down their names on a piece of paper. Flush it in toilet. You want new people. And now, how do you forgive them who just forgive? You are way beyond that. You are a bigger person. You say, okay, they hurt me. That hurt made me a better person. I grew. People who hurt me, guys, it made me a better person. Every pain grows you. Every pain gives you something that you did not have before, the knowledge, the wisdom. Now I have knowledge, the wisdom, and I'm thankful to all of my enemies who have hurt me, who they have helped me achieved. They have helped me achieve whatever I have achieved. They have helped me become what I am today. Now, when they hear about my success, they get jealous. So remember, your success is the biggest revenge. If you want to revenge and you really cannot forgive, forgiveness means you don't take revenge, remember. So, what will be your revenge? Your success. Be so successful that my uncle used to say to me, be so big that if somebody wants to spit on you, the spit comes back on his face. Become so higher, so bigger, so popular, so successful that if somebody wants to foresee you, they will have to see like this. And if they spit on you, the spit comes back on their face. Become that successful. Your success. Nothing hurts your enemies like your success. So if you cannot forgive, Take a positive revenge. Your success is your revenge. Your accomplishments. Keep getting accomplished. Keep getting more and more accomplished. Keep getting more achievements. And one day, and work hard this much that one day your signature becomes autograph. This is something I read online. I loved it. This sentence. Work hard in silence that one day your signature becomes an autograph. You're waiting for that day. Become that kind of successful person. Why haven't you become that kind of person yet? Think about it. Because you have been still living in past. You've been thinking about wrong people. We become what we think about. We become what we think about all day long. So think about positivity. Think about success. Think about achievements. Think about your goals. Think about the positive things you have in your life. You will achieve everything. So, what is the easiest way to forgive and forget everything hurtful that somebody has done to us? Stay away from that person, spend time with positive people, happy people, and deeply forgive everyone because you're way beyond that. Take a deep breath and say, I forgive everyone. I'm not taking any revenge. Nature will take care of it. That's how you live the life. That's how you live a happy life, a healthy life, and a successful life with high self esteem. Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you. It was a wonderful session today. Do you have any questions for me before I leave? Please do type. And if you're watching the recording of this session, type. I will get back to you and give you the reply. Anyone who feels better now after listening to me? How does it feel now? You need to watch these kind of videos, listen to these kind of videos, get positive environment in your life. Mental peace. Stay away from negative people, guys. Stay away from negative people. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Who was that, by the way? Who was Lily? Thank you. Thanks a lot. And who was me? Thank you. Thanks a lot for your time, guys. And if you have any question left, you have my number. You can contact me on my number as well. And otherwise, you can comment and I will get back to you. Thank you. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Say out loud, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself every day. And you will see your self esteem will go up. Thank you. Have a good day. And we'll meet again.